Welcome back to Alabama's Hidden History, honoring Black history. Birmingham's mining history is well documented. It's a major part of what made it the Magic City, and remnants can be found throughout the area.
But what happened in the coal mines of the late 19th and early 20th centuries helped set in motion what was to come later.
The late 1800s. The South was in the process of rebuilding, blacks and whites far from being seen as equals. But one component of what made Birmingham the Magic City was an exception to the rule: coal mining.
It was a little bit more egalitarian than other industries. Segregation was not an issue because once you got underground, for one of the common sayings was that everybody was black down there once they got covered with coal dust.
Everyone in the mines faced the same dangers, took the same risks, and did the same work, so they were paid equally. Later, however, things began to change.
After the Supreme Court's decision with Plessy v. Ferguson in 1896, then that made segregation legal, and every Deep South state rewrote its state constitution from 1896 to 1905, which then legally established segregation, or what we call Jim Crow.
Communities above ground became segregated. States instituted convict labor, Alabama beginning the practice in 1872, forcing many into the mines to pay debts of citations and court fees. And well into the 20th century, mine owners used race to separate the free miners and prevent efforts by the United Mine Workers to unionize in Alabama.
They had a biracial union effort there, and all this was stymied in Alabama in various ways until you got federal legislation as part of the New Deal in response to the Great Depression. And so you finally got collective bargaining and recognition of the unions in 1933.
The unionization effort brought about safety changes and better representation for all workers in the fight for better conditions on the job. The men in the mines may not have known it, but they were part of the movement for equality above ground too.
I don't know that that would be a conscious thought on their part, but I think again it's that idea of having regular work, of having a good paycheck, frankly being able to provide for their families.
In the 1960s, the fight was above ground on the streets of Birmingham, but it began nearly a century before, far under the streets where, as they said, everyone was black.
But I think there is an innate sense that, hey, I'm doing the same work, I'm breathing the same air, I bleed the same color as you do. I think that there's a sense there, regardless of the color of your skin, as to saying, hey, we're all human beings.
The steel industry, coal, limestone, and iron ore made Birmingham into a hub of industry in the South. The miners made progress in being seen as equals underground.
But above ground, the fight was just getting started, and a small neighborhood church just north of downtown would have a major impact when we come back.